Hi, this is Osman. I'm energy healer, yoga and meditation teacher, and an entrepreneur. Please be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for more discussions on contemporary matters that can benefit you in your everyday challenges of life, as well as a list of my services and contact information. And although I'm offering, therapies based on ancient science as combined with modern, scientific findings and holistic methodologies, these are not a replacement for medical treatment. If you have a medical condition, be sure to consult with a qualified and licensed medical professional in your locality. Okay. Today, I want to describe the what is the stage or experience of enlightenment. So, in yoga sciences, they say the goal of yoga is samadhi or enlightenment, or the stage of nirvana, or the blissful state, or the peak state, or self realization, or God realization. Right? So, from my experience of these states, which I had very fortunate to experience it from a very young, stage in my life, and I'm not well established in it because I came to live my life on the planet and enjoy my life as a normal person. And I wanted to live and evolve normally in conjunction with my spirituality, and find a balance between the two and not go fully onto the spiritual side, right? So I balanced my life, and I stepped more into normal life and balanced normal life, and found that the spiritual side, to keep it balanced, improved the quality of my material life, right? And so what is enlightenment or the samadhi state? So the best way is in yoga science. There's a statement says Satchitananda, right? So this Sanskrit word Satchitananda is made up of combination of three words: Sat, Chit, and Ananda, right? So the Chit is very difficult to explain, but it is awareness of who you really are, um, withdrawn from your false identification with your body and mind, right? So currently, everyone is mistakenly identifying with your body or your mind, thinking your mind is you or your body is you. You say, "This is me, why are you hurting me? You've hurt my feelings." But when you become self aware, when something negative happens, you don't take it personally, and you feel your mind is hurt, but you're not hurt. You know you are different. You feel fine. You feel very happy. You are very content, right? And you are very blissful. You are very, happy. And it doesn't. Your mind is something which is you possess as a tool. It's like having a pen. It's just your pen. They, hurt your pen. They insulted your pen, not you. You don't feel, if someone insults your pen, you don't take it personally, right? Or you don't feel, okay, you may take it personally that it's your pen and you love your pen, right? On that level, maybe, but you don't feel personally hurt, right? So this is the self-awareness, which is far superior to, because you are identifying with something very small when you are so much bigger. So your experience is only maybe 1%. And when you become self-aware, you'll experience 1,000% more, so to speak, right? Your experience of who you are, your identity, your intelligence level is so much faster, 1,000, if not 1,000,000 times, more, a higher speed and capacity than what your mind can think. You are slowed down by the speed of your mind. And if you multiply the speed of your mind and the capacity of your mind by 1,000 or 1,000,000, that is your true capacity. That is the chit, right? When you experience yourself in terms of the chit, you're going to experience yourself feeling so. You feel the Hulk, right? Or Superman. He feels like he's very strong. you're going to feel 1,000 times the strength of Superman when you're on your self-awareness. Feel very strong and energized, right? So much more than any amount of energy drinks and all that can, give you. Exponentially stronger, exponentially more intelligent, exponentially more aware and knowing, not restricted within because the mind is trapped in the dimension of time and space. You are not trapped by time, means there is no difference between your awareness of the future and the past and the present. You are not in those constructs. So you are aware of everything, past, present, future, everything is, in one. There's no future, no past, no this thing, right? You experience, you are beyond time, the experience of time. You are timeless in your, awareness, right? Very difficult for you to understand, right? So this is the awareness of Chit. So I'm trying to explain it in a way that you could understand, right? And then Sat is truth. So you experience everything from a truth perspective. Now you misidentifying with your mind, you're misidentifying with your body, but you know you're not the body because you're experiencing yourself as you can feel your body is, you see your body is not you, right? You can see your mind is not you. You are in a different experience. You are out. You are in your ethereal body, which is slightly higher and slightly bigger than your physical body. Then of course you are in something that is beyond your body, and your awareness and consciousness is beyond, is including your body and that, and you feel numb. Your consciousness is not in your body. Your body, you feel you can leave it and come back. So how can you be a body, right? So you experience the truth of the awareness that you are not the body, the truth of your awareness that you are not the mind, the truth of past, present, and future. Someone lying to you, you're going to know they're lying to you. Someone's hiding something. Everyone becomes like a book. You can just think of them and you know everything. You don't need to communicate with you, meet the higher frequency, entities, which you will meet, right? So sorry if I sound, a little bit hocus pocus and a little bit, not all there, and maybe I'm schizophrenic and, so forth. So let's say the theory of alternative higher dimension or higher frequency entities, if there is that, and quantum physics says there is a higher dimension, right? So the method of communication with entities from there is not by this normal way like snail mail, right? We communicate by downloading all the information, everything that I want to tell you that may take a lifetime for me to tell you, I can download it in a second into you and you suddenly know everything, right? This is how energy, knowledge is transferred or communication. There's no spoken word, right? It's just, but you see that and you know who the person is. Don't say, hi, I am so and so, and I am, if you know who they are by just, their presence, it speaks of who they are exactly. There's no mistake, right? Even if there's identical twin, you'll know which twin is which, from just their energy, right? Energy communication. So Sat, right? So I explained Chit, I explained Sat, and Ananda is the blissful state. So when you experience the highest, the peak of pleasure, right? So the peak of pleasure when someone loves you so much, right? And you love your brother so much and you're dying to meet him, you never see him, and you grab him, or your child is born, this bundle of joy in your arms, and the joy that comes to you, you never experienced that level of joy before. It is so amazing. Or you in love with this person, you will climb this highest mountain. This feeling that you have, multiply that by unlimited and a million. It's not even possible for your body to endure. It's like you're going to snap. When you experience and you hold it for more than 2 seconds, you will fall unconscious. I collapsed. I lost consciousness on the first initial experience. I could not withstand it. I collapsed, dropped to the floor, bang. If there was a stone or something, I would have hurt myself. Fortunately, I fell and I woke up on the floor, right? And I couldn't speak, became speechless. That's how intense that bliss is, right? Bliss intensified. There's no drug on this planet that can beat the high of the bliss of meditation in enlightenment level. There is nothing, and you can practice it and eventually go into it regularly, and like slowly ease into it to the level you can enjoy. You want a higher, without harm to you, you can come out of it and be normal, right? If you didn't be in it too much, of course, the intoxicating effect, if you stay too long in it, you become speechless for a while. Some people stay a bit too long, maybe few minutes beyond their capacity, and they could stay like maybe 40 days speechless, right? I know someone, he stayed for a short while in that state, not knowing what it is, and didn't want to leave it. For the first time in his life, he went into it and he came out. He was in it for just a few minutes, right? And he couldn't talk for 40 days, 40 days and nights. Even he tried speaking words. Only after that he came back and words were able to come out of his mouth, right? It leave you dumbfounded, that bliss, the ananda, Satchit Ananda, the experience of Satchidananda. This is enlightenment. So they call it self-realization, God realization. I believe in the sense of God, when one experiences, energy that is beyond what your body can experience, and with the understanding that there must be a creator, if his creation is beyond what I could describe and experience, imagine how much more the creator is. You realize that he is beyond realization. This is God realization, true. That is beyond the capacity for you to understand. If the creation is beyond your experiential and you can't even, tap into that. You understand? So this is the true God realization that is beyond the capacity of understanding and capacity of experience and the capacity of comprehension, and beyond the mind, or beyond even your ethereal body, or this thing is mind blowing, and ethereal body blowing, and exponentially beyond everything that exists, right? That which created that, if that which exists is so, this is, I would say, is God real. Self-realization is when noticing how blissful you are by nature, that this is truth. And a lot of people misidentify that this is God. This is not, how can that be God? Please, be, in reality, yes, I mean, it's like, the movie, I'm from South Africa, and being a proud South African, I'm proud of the movies we make with Leon Schuster and The Gods Must Be Crazy, and the tribal groups saw a European, a man of the European origin, or a lighter skin, right? I don't believe in race groups and so forth. So of much lighter or whiter skin, not white skin. No one is white. They're pinker or lighter in shade, much lighter than, the regular tan, darker shade. When they saw with the different color hair, light brown hair, not black hair, and straight hair, not, the traditional native, African hair that they are used to seeing. They only saw people like themselves. They never see people before other than themselves. And when they saw, and with blue eyes, I don't know whether he really had blue eyes, but I'm assuming he had blue eyes, but lighter skin and, different hair color, stronger and bigger in stature, right? Average 6 feet, tall. And these were more, 5'4" or 5'2" right? And they felt, this is God. Immediately lay down on the ground and prostrated. This is God. So when this is human nature, when they're experiencing something greater than themselves, when you have the first experience of yourself, of Sat Chit and Ananda, your blissful nature, and experiencing yourself as this thing, you say, I met a lot of people explaining the Kundalini experience. They said, I came to understand that I am God. WTF, right? Sorry for the, the vulgar allegation, or the allusion, or reference to that. But that is not it, right? It's not God, right? It's just your true nature is so amazing. How much more amazing is the one that created you, right? So if you could experience it, it means not God. As long as the quality of what is God means you can't experience. It's beyond experience, beyond description, right? This is what, it comes self-realization and God realization. Self-realization, when you're realizing how limitless, almost limitless, there is a limit, of course, and one goes deeper and deeper to those levels and goes deeper and go to higher levels. So a lot of people feel the first samadhi as being limitless, but it's a samadhi higher than that, where you lose your sense of identity and feel you one with everything, and you think you are everything and you are God, right? This is an illusion. It is a illusion. It is, not true, because you come down, because you are not experienced in the science. And I know, and I had amazing teachers who were beyond that level as well, and they say they come down back. It's just that by connecting with, the higher energy, you're losing your sense of individuality, but you are an individual identity, and you need expression as an individual, and you can only remain in that higher level for a certain level of time, maybe a million years or a billion years, and then you have to come back down, because you need self-expression eventually, because you can't remain without self-expression. So it is just the initial stages. You come back to that, and progress, and there are higher and higher levels. But ultimately, you're an entity. You're an individual. You are not a non-entity, right? And it is not an illusion that you are an identity, individual identity, entity, soul. You are that, an entity. That is my um, understanding, and what I learned from both experience as well as from great masters, right, who are very advanced on very high levels. And the people who are alluding or saying otherwise, they don't know, they are ignorant of that levels. They have ignorance, in that sense. So hope this information helps you. Be sure to visit my website, yogawellness786.com.